Welcome back to the View with Vertex, the Scaffolding Industry Podcast. Please like, follow and subscribe for more content. That's it now, we don't do the big intros anymore, it's just we're rolling. We're into it. Second time on the show for you, isn't it?
It is indeed. Thank you for having me back.
Mate, do you know what, right? What we've tried to do is we've been trying to get it back to like how we first started it, where it was scaffolders coming on and telling their stories and stuff. And I think it sort of got to a point where it was people were interested, right? And then once people got interested, it was like, oh, we want to do an episode. And before we knew it, it was like everyone who owns a company or a software company or a fucking, sells something to someone in scaffolding wanted to do a thingy. So like, lost its roots a little bit. I felt like
Became marketing.
a little bit. It's more sort of back to the roots now, though. So back to the old guests as well.
Ah, that's nice. Thanks for having me back.
No, so it's a pleasure. And every time we get you on, there's always something. There's always like some charitable event, some fucking harebrained scheme, should we call them? Yeah,
Yeah, I had my hair braided last time, didn't I?
But just for me, or
It could have been, yeah, just for the TV.
yeah. So this time it's the Manchester Marathon, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm running that on Sunday. So yeah, so I'm doing it for charity, men's mental health. As you know, it's a massive thing in this industry. Well, across the board, isn't it? Really, but yeah, I'm going to raise some money for Mind and a local Swindon charity.
Is the Swindon one a mental health one as well?
Yeah.
What's it called?
I'm sure it's called Ipsum.
Right.
Might have pronounced that wrong, but
Well, what we'll do is once the episode goes live, we'll link it out. I know the event's tomorrow, but people will still get involved and give some so we can help that. We'll try our best.
well, yeah, that'd be nice anyway. If anyone's happy to donate, I'll drop the link.
Anybody out there, the link's going to be in the description. I think I've said it to every single camera. So, but yeah, we'll definitely link it out. So you've been training?
I have been. I'm the best I feel I can be, so I'm ready for it.
Because you went a bit quiet on sort of social media, didn't you? I think that's where most people know you from. Is the thing with with Todd and getting Todd into scaffolding, and then your daughter Kelsey, so getting her, and it was all around like not having stigma.
Yeah, that's right.
Todd had Down syndrome. It was like, well, why shouldn't he be able to find some sort of career in scaffolding? He doesn't have to be a bleeding advanced scaffolder and be going down droppers. Do you know what I mean? But why can't he work in scaffolding? Kelsey the same. Like, why can't she have a career in scaffolding? So I think that's where the people kind of know you from that. But then it was just like every time you look on social media, TikTok and everything, there's always trying to raise awareness.
Yeah, well, it's a massive thing. I think if you can give something back, then I like to do it. And I always like a challenge to push myself to see how far I can go mentally, physically. So
you had a bit of a break from like doing the social media stuff, didn't you?
yeah, I just gave it a break because with the charity stuff and that, it was just a bit of a burnout, and you get some nasty comments, you get some good things in it. I just needed a time out of it for a bit, but I'm back now.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you can't do anything. It's like you almost can't do right for doing wrong. If you're trying to do something for charity, it's like, oh, look at him doing this again. And like, we were talking, weren't we, about the charity fatigue. Like, you do feel like you're constantly bugging people for money, even though it's all for a good cause. It's like, well, it's not to do with me.
Nah, it became for me like you're asking the same people all the time, which that's the way you do it. I know it's the thing, but there must be a point where you sit there and go, oh, it's him again. He's asking for it. He's running this, or he's swimming that, or he's doing this. But behind it all, that money ain't going to me. It's going to the right charities to help people like raise awareness or benefit them.
Because these charities do a lot of great work, don't they? I mean, people don't realise. I think a lot of time you hear that, don't you? Raising awareness. But it's so much more than just the awareness. These charities actually make a difference at like.
Of course they do.
On the ground.
Like awareness is just the start, isn't it? It's the in between the awareness and hopefully finding a solution or helping you get the needs that you need, basically.
What do you think sparked that in you, to want to be so charitable?
I don't know. I think when my mum passed away, that made a massive difference to me, because I was quite, and I'm sure people can relate to this, we're quite selfish without knowing we're selfish. So when I found my mum passed away, something triggered, and I just felt like I need to, well, I'm healthy and I'm able, I like to do things for charity, I like to donate, I like to sponsor people in different events, because I can and I'd like to do it. So it's not for everyone, but that's just in me, I think.
Yeah, so like, I think sometimes it's part of it can be not wanting to see other people go through something that you've been through.
Definitely, yeah.
And it's that, you feel like you've got to help somebody to, not have to go through the thing that you went through. There comes a point though, doesn't there, where that can be quite exhausting.
Yeah, it's definitely exhausting, and my kids and my family see that, but I've took a break from it. I've done some amazing things with my kids, and now I'm still doing them with my kids, but I'm back, and if I want to do a few more
Trying to make a difference.
challenges. Yeah.
So what is it specifically about the men's? Well, it's not just men's mental health. We should say that it's just a general mental health charity.
It is a general health one, but this is mainly for men in construction, because it's a massive thing, isn't it? Like, you see the statistics, and it's very scary, because I run a business in construction. I've got people that work for me, and behind closed doors, you don't know what's going on with everyone, do you? I'm sure you've seen that when you was in the industry, like actually running a scaffold company.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Well, you still see it now going on
absolutely.
site, innit?
You do. You see it sort of week in, week out, and some horrible things can happen if you don't keep an eye on it. And it's like, I think we were speaking before, weren't we? The awareness around it now, certainly in the last 10, 15 years, has grown. Like, people are much more aware, and I think there's a lot of it's to do with high profile cases in the media. Terrible things have happened, like, with celebrities like Caroline Flack, and say Tyson Fury, for example, has been quite vocal about his journey with mental health. I feel like there's maybe been a case of a bit of a double-edged sword. It's been both a good and a bad thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good that there's more awareness around the subject, but I also feel like now, you may have had this in your work, like, there's a lot of people who just say, my mental health's playing up and I can't be in work today. And it's so difficult, because sometimes it's like, you're not helping yourself.
No.
But at the same time, part of them not helping themselves by going on benders and, getting a bit carried away the weekend, part of that might be them self-medicating. So it's very, very difficult to draw the line, isn't it?
The other thing is, I think people sometimes just think, oh, they're probably too stretched. The services that you need, like, they might go, oh, because you see it with A&E, don't you? Go to the hospital, you got to wait 12 hours. So people might go, oh, it just pass, or I ain't got that sort of time to wait for these things. And again, like you said, some others just use it all the time for various things, isn't it?
Yeah.
To get out of.
Yeah. So it's so difficult to, I mean, probably maybe even more difficult to spot now, like, what's a genuine someone's at crisis point and someone who's, maybe just
Having a bad day.
having a bad day, or maybe just got a bit carried away over the weekend. Very, very difficult to kind of draw the line. And what you mentioned there about waiting rooms in hospitals and whatnot, they're horrible places. If you've been in a hospital waiting room in the last 2 or 3 years, like you say, big waiting times. A lot of the time you're looking around and these people are just in there pissed and bored, or they're not nice places to be. And I think if you are at sort of crisis point,
You don't want to be in there.
you really don't. And I think this is where the charities come in, because you can ring them, it's anonymous.
Yeah.
They can signpost you in a way of, like, the support that you need.
And there is some real good services out there, isn't there? They're like, you just got to find what's right for you, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so. Because I mean, there are lots of great charities other than Mind and this Calm, there's Andy's Man's Club. I think that's a fantastic charity. But at least it's find the right one for you. Some people enjoy that group setting of being with other blokes and passing the ball around and having a chat and talking about the problems. Some people just want to do it behind closed doors and not have anyone sort of listening to it, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely a niche for you specifically, isn't it? But they should try it.
Yeah. Oh, you try finding what works in it. Try to find what works for you. What's your journey been like with mental health personally? Because you have been fairly vocal about it in the past.
Yeah, it's been tough. It's been up and down. But like, I got clean from drugs. I've been off them for like 13 years, and that was a good turning point. Because I didn't really care about anything when you're on that. You just like, your mind's like boggled basically, or fogged, or whatever they want to call it. So I come off that, and I've had a few ups and downs, but this last sort of year or so, I've focused hard. I've been working really well with the business. I set a lifetime goal with my kids. I managed to buy a property in Spain, which was like I never thought I could do it, but I've done it. I've cut back on the drink. I'm training. I've lost 2.5 stone.
I was going to say, like, we'll try and do a side-by-side comparison from last time. As soon as you got in the car, I was like, okay, now you're looking lean.
Yeah, so I've changed my lifestyle quite a bit, for the better, I think. And that's just by me actually waking up days thinking, I don't want to do this, or I want to do that. And you have to want to make the change. You can't just be motivated. You've got to be determined to do it, haven't you?
So just putting steps in motion.
Yeah. The trouble I think I had before is you try and do so many different things, don't you? You go, oh, I want to do that, and I'll do that, and I'll cut down that, and I'll cut down that, and then all of a sudden, it all just folds like a pack of cards, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Me, I just like changed, not drinking all the time. Once I got that sort of control, then I'd cut down on like the binge eating, or like rubbish eating all the time. Then it was doing a bit more exercise and stuff, and it's managed to work for me. It's not for everyone.
I think it's not for everyone, and I know that there are some people who are clinically depressed, and they have chemical imbalances where or even like certain psychological disorders. I mean, we're talking about guys I've worked with, and even my own dad suffered with schizophrenia, and there's no amount of fucking exercise in the world, or or clean diet. I'm sure these things would have helped.
Yeah, of course.
But like, that is a condition that is, that he had, and he needed to be
to be looked at,
and he needed medication for it. But I think a lot of what's out there can be, exercise, good habits, eating clean, and all the rest of it. As much as we say, oh, it's not for everyone, it is for everyone, isn't it? Like,
of course it is. Yeah,
none of us are fucking robots, and we all run on, and it's putting the right stuff in there, isn't it?
It is. Like, it's definitely made a change for me. And like, going to the gym, doing a bit of running, listening to music, and I listen to podcasts now and again, because there's some really interesting ones out there. This one's a good one, I'm sure. But no, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people out there that have been through similar things, or like challenges or whatever. And it's nice to see it from a different perspective, isn't it? So yeah, but it's definitely helped me. And if anyone wanted any advice on some things, I'm happy to help. I'm not an expert, but it's worked for me. So
yeah, I think what we're all looking for, are not sort of, you look for sort of someone who's been through it, and someone who you can relate to.
Yeah.
You might see a celebrity or someone who's, oh, I've done this and I've changed my life, changed my habits and all this. I think a lot of lads will sit there and go, well, it's all right for you. You've got a fucking chef.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's easy for you to do it. But when someone sees someone come through the other side of it, who's from a similar background to them, does a similar role, similar job, got a similar type of life, similar family situation.
You're on the same level, aren't you? Like, the thing is, like, it's, if you've got a load of money and stuff like that, you might be able to get treated quick and whatever. But if you can talk with the similar people, I think that'll help you elevate or get like the better mindset. If you've heard it from someone that's, like you just described, on the same par as you, same lifestyle, innit?
Did you ever seek like professional help yourself?
Definitely, yeah. I've had it a couple of times, and we spoke about it in the car. Like, it's, again, it's finding the right person, because I've had people that, and again, this ain't no disrespect, but the lady I first see, she was like in her late 60s, and when I was telling her about, like, when I was on drugs and drink and this and that, she was just like, oh my God, like, and I thought, it's like talking to my nan.
Yeah.
It was like telling my nan all my secrets. So then I changed it up, and I found another lady that, amazing, just like amazing, and she taught me a few, well, basically told me a few things that I needed to do, and it brought out a better side to me, and it helped me, definitely.
You mentioned something, and it really was a bit of a light bulb for me in the car about being sort of proud of your achievements
Yeah, that was,
and allowing yourself to be proud of your achievements.
well, I've never really thought about it until the lady brought it up. She basically said, like, do you ever like praise what you've done? And I was like, what do you mean? She said, forget like your kids and all that, because everyone knows you're proud of having kids. She said, but like the achievements that you've done, like with helping Todd get into the industry, running a business, getting your daughter in it, and working with her, running a business, doing these things. And I said, no. She said, what, you never just go, well, actually, I'm proud of myself. I've done these things. And I was like, no. And she said, well, you need to, if someone says to you about something, you need to like own it and say, well, yeah, I was good at that, and I have done that. And I don't do it all the time, but now and again, it's definitely nice to do that, because you actually go, well, I can sit back and I'm not lying. I have done those things. So
I think it's one of those things. Like, I don't know whether it's people from like I know you're from a similar background to me as well. Like, bit of a bit of a wild, should we say, upbringing, and a bit we're all from like this same kind of backgrounds at council estates and getting up to no good with your kids. And I don't know whether it's a bit of I don't know, not like not being proud of yourself, just not being able to. I don't know. It's like low self-worth would be a way of describing it. I think that probably is the way I describe it, like having low self-worth. And I think I've definitely been guilty of that myself. Some people will turn around and say, you've done this and that, and then, if you had to introduce yourself to a room of people, you'd say, I'm Martyn Coles, and you might know me from this, 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 this. And when you actually say it out loud, you think, oh, fucking hell, all right.
yeah, but you don't, do you? You just go, oh, I'm Martyn Coles. And then they go, oh, what about, oh yeah, I run Coles Scaffolding. And then, but then if someone else goes, well, actually, he done this and he done that, you think, oh, normally I'd be like, shh, don't say that. But you've got to acknowledge what you've done, ain't you?
I think there's something quite gentlemanly, though, about being humble as well. At the same time as, like, yes, you should definitely every now and again give yourself a bit of a pat on the back, because you've done fucking amazing things, like you say, with Todd and with Kels and everything. You should give yourself a pat on the back. But there is something very genuine about you, when every time we meet each other, it's like just a humble guy.
Yeah, it's just the way I am. I was brought up like it, innit? It's just,
Yeah, you don't brag.
no, it's just in me. Like, I like to do good things. I like to help people. It's not there to show off or do anything like that. It's just, if I can help you in any way, I'd help you, innit? It's just a genuine thing. But I like to stay humble, definitely, because
Speaking of the scaffolding business, how's that going at the moment?
crazy. It's well, I'm sure everyone else is the same. It's just like hard to get staffed. The demand is crazy. Everyone wants everything yesterday, and it's just like the impact with like the fuel.
Yeah, that's got to have been difficult for you. because it's probably it's probably my biggest overhead, or one of,
Yeah.
is the fuel, because obviously it's just at the minute, me, the missus, we use the odd subby up and down the country for things that are a bit far away. And then it's just, they just give us a price, and we don't really see it, do you know what I mean? But we're definitely feeling the squeeze when it comes to the fuel, so it must be brutal for you. I mean, how many wagons have you got? Like
7.
lorries? 7 lorries,
Well, 7 like in total.
like vehicles, yeah.
And it's like, you just think, shit.
And it could potentially get worse as well. And it's like, as you say, I think a lot of with scaffolding is, it's seasonal, isn't it?
Yeah.
As much as like, if you're in the right markets, you can see yourself through all weathers.
Yeah.
I think for the social housing, for the domestic, general, general buildings and stuff like that, one spring it's like your silly season, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you really are struggling to.
Well, we're just like non-stop all the time, 7 days a week. There's guys working today, tomorrow, which is great. But there's no like let up, and we're trying to get staff. There's no one that wants to come because they're probably set in their ways on companies, which I understand. Not everyone wants change, but then you want to bring people into the industry. But a lot of the younger generation don't want to come into it. Why would you? Like,
We were saying before, like it's a difficult sell, and it's like, right, lad, you can sit at home and you'll get universal credit, and you get this, and this, and you'll probably get X amount a week, or for an extra £5 a week, you can fucking go out and work with Martyn, Coles, and in all weathers, grafting, lifting heavy stuff, carrying shit around. It's not for the faint-hearted, is it?
well, we see an advert for like McDonald's around our way, and I was actually contemplating whether to get a start. Do you know what I mean? I was just thinking, what's that all about? Like there, but you're either in it or you're not in it, and it's.
Do you find that, like, are you still seeing the same, like when I came up to the tools, probably similar to you, 40s now, I'm 40. Pretty much everyone I knew in scaffolding was a career scaffolder. Like, they'd not done anything else.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They came into it through the uncle or dad or something like that. And most of the people who were good at it came in early and just stayed in it.
Yeah, never left, never done anything else, innit?
Whereas now I am seeing more people, as you say, they'll get involved for a few weeks or a few months or whatever, and then they seem to be finding different things to do.
It's just one of them things, isn't it? I just can't see is with the health and safety, with all this cards, that, and you got to have this, all the stipulate. It's like more aggro than it's worth, isn't it? Like even for us as a company, like the paperwork that you got to do, probably look, well, you see it,
Yeah, oh, absolutely, yeah.
and you think, I ain't even started the job yet.
You know what the funny thing is, you say that, right? I was with a business owner about, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago, and I was talking, and then some other guy was there, and he said, "Oh, I've got a customer for you." He was telling me he was really struggling with the risk assessments. He said he needed someone to do a set of rams for him. I'll give him your number. And this business owner said, it's dead arrogant. He went, "What? They need you to write rams for him." I'm like, "Well, it's kind of what we do, isn't it?" He's like, and he says to his mate, he goes, "Can you believe people are paying these dickheads to write rams for him?" And I thought, you're fucking going the right way here for these dickheads. I went, "But it's just banter. He's having a laugh and all the rest of it." I was like, well, if it's going to take him 2 hours to write a set of rams, or he could spend that same 2 hours pricing a job and winning the job, then what he's going to pay me to write his rams pales into insignificance if he wins like a 10, 50, whatever.
Yeah, of course.
200 quid off that is nothing, is it?
Yeah, people are arrogant though, aren't they? Like we all need help.
Yeah.
Like we all need different services, and I'm sure that
Some people, I'm not a fucking unicorn, do you know what I mean? There are people in scaffolding who can do paperwork and, write policies and all that kind of stuff. There's plenty of them out there, and some of them own businesses, some of them do what I do. Fine, but not everyone can do that, for one thing. Not everyone's got the time to do that, for another thing. Some people, like you say, they just need a bit of help. Like, I can count, but I wouldn't like to do my tax return.
No, it's the same principle, isn't it? You got to get services that you need, isn't it? So, yeah, that's a bit arrogant, but
You meet these people, though. There's a lot of great people in scaffolding, but Again, I don't know how maybe social media's played into that. Like, people are just like, everyone's a fucking keyboard warrior these days, aren't they? I mean, you will see it on the Coles page.
Yeah, we get loads of stuff, like, and it's like, because it was a lot of nasty things towards Todd. There was some good things, don't get me wrong, fantastic things, like really nice comments, but you always get fucking idiots, don't you? It's wow.
I can imagine. Do you know what I mean?
Same with my daughter, like Kelsey, like she's a grafter. She's been doing it like 3 years plus, and the shit they come out with, and you're like, she ain't just come out and started here, mate. She's been here a while, and she's like thick skin now. She don't take no shit.
So what kind of stuff would you see?
It's like sexist things and bit dirty things, and they're just nasty. Like, it's uncalled for at the end of the day. And I don't really get involved because she responds herself, and I just,
She can handle it herself.
yeah, she works around blokes,
So she hears this kind of stuff all the time.
and like the guys that work on our firm and come in and help us with like jobs that we get, they're all fantastic with her. So, and they know if you say something, she'll give you shit back, mate. So
Yeah, there's nothing that's really, I mean, can only imagine, do you know what I mean, being around all the scaffolders all day in, day out. I don't think there's going to be much that makes her blush now.
no, of course.
You know, she's probably heard it all.
But you're right, with the social media, like you get some people think they know everything as well, don't they?
Yeah.
Like we make mistakes, don't we? We do a job and we forget a brick guard on it, and fucking straight away, look, that's shit, that's this, and it's like, all right, mate, yeah, we understand we've missed that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Two that spring to mind, mate. So you must have seen Charlie Ledger's stuff. Ledger's scaffolding.
Yeah.
It's happening, fellas. I like what he's doing. And do you know what I mean? Like, you could pick some of his jobs to pieces if you wanted to, but they look pretty decent to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing that I'm seeing that makes them look like they're going to fucking fall over.
Nothing dangerous, is it?
No, do you know what I mean? Like you say, someone might have, a brickie might have moved a brick guard or something like that. Well, people are on him. And he'd put a post out about like a little training video.
Yeah,
And I think
that.
what it was like, you know, the putting the, you know, your lacing tubes on your beams.
Yeah,
You can't get them underneath the beam truss.
yeah,
To tie the top off. He said, just tie them off.
yeah, and slide them along.
Slide it on to undo your bottom, do your bottoms up. And like, yeah, if you've been in the game a long time, that's like kind of one of them things that you
Pick
pick up over the years. But there could be some, like he said this on his response, he was like, there could be some fucking 17-year-old who's never seen that before and go, whoa.
Yeah, trying to use a ratchet and
Do you know what I fucking know? And I think of that, it's just like he's doing something nice.
yeah.
He's being like, he's putting something like positive out there that could help somebody. But yeah, you get all these, genius, fucking hell. What you'll be telling us that is how your shoelaces next, and you're like, fucking hell, give it a break.
Yeah, but he's only doing something nice for someone that don't know, innit? If you know, fucking leave it, innit? What does it matter?
I know, and it just like, yeah, just leave it. You don't have to say anything if you haven't got nothing nice to say. Say nothing at all.
Yeah, we know what you're doing. I don't need to do it. I don't need to comment, do I? I just think.
The other one that I got as well, because obviously I did the interview with Joel, didn't I? You know.
Yeah.
Joel's a fucking lovely fella. Like, he's a really nice. Despite what you see in front of the camera, like he's quite out there. He's quite a humble fella. Do you know what I mean?
No, he seems like I think he. At the end of the day, he's doing the right thing, isn't he? And he's.
Yeah. But someone had commented on the interview that I did with him, and they were saying, what did he say? He said, "Oh, he's full of shit. He's talking about he's doing 3 million. It's only 2 million." And it shows how shit he is because of the yard that he's building. It's like, and I was like, well, hang about here. Let's just deal with those points separately. He said he's earning 2 million. I mean, he said he's earning 3 million, but it's actually 2, right? Well, you could be making more money at 2 million than you would at 3.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You could get to 5 million and lose money. Like, plenty of people do it. So that's fucking irrelevant. 2, like, what the fuck? Like, so what's that got to do with you? Do you know what I mean? Him earning 2 or 5 million is not going to make your life any better or worse.
No, of course it isn't.
And then, like,
About the yard.
yeah, the yard thing. It's like, well, newsflash, no one just gives you that kit. Like, you have to have the resources to be able to build it, and you have to have the men to be able to, no one's just going to hand you fucking that much material to invest into a yard. Is it the most efficient use of the material? Well, time will tell, won't it? But again, even if it isn't as efficient as like, yeah, you could have spent that money on a high-up or a roll-on, roll-off bed or whatever. But who gives a fuck? It's his yard. It's not yours. Like, go and get your own yard and fucking set it up how you want.
I think like the way he's done it is fantastic because it serves a purpose. And if he ever wanted to leave or sell that, someone's going to buy that. It's ready made, isn't it? And you're looking at it, and yeah, some people might say it's over the top, but when you're working in a yard, you want the best yard you can have, and by the looks of it, it's one of the best, if not the best, isn't it?
Look, like, there's so many companies in and around London. Like, if you've been like, I've worked for plenty of companies down there, and they've all got big fucking yards. Do you know what I mean? Like, the only difference is that he's just done it like that.
Yeah, I know.
As a one of most people build a bit, and then they go, oh, now we're outgrowing that, and they'll build another rack over there, they'll build a temporary roof over there, they'll build a fitting shed over there, and it's all over
Time, yeah, he's done it.
He's just gone in and gone, right, we'll fucking do it all in one go.
And that's the way, like, if you can do it,
Good, you would, wouldn't you?
100%. None of us would go, oh, actually, I'll wait another few years. And the way he's expanding, or he's going to expand, you've got it ready made, and he's doing that like academy and stuff like that. So it's all in house, isn't it? So why wouldn't you want it?
I think the same thing. Everyone's going to do things differently. It's like if me and you went and put a front and back up, you know what I mean? I might be basing out in a certain way, you might base out in a different way. You know, you might be doing a goalpost, I might be leaving the job up. Like, there's plenty of different ways to skin the cat in there. But yeah, as soon as it's out in the public domain, everyone's like, fucking armchair quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that Jimmy P?
Jimmy...
Big dog.
Yeah.
He calls them sofa scaffs.
Well, that's fucking perfect, eh?
Belting terminology, isn't it?
Yeah, but you always get someone, even when you're on the street, they've always been a scaffolder. They've known everything, don't they? When you're putting up a job, it's, oh, I wouldn't do it like that, mate. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. It's just...
We're going to spend more time arguing about it than if you just go, right, sound, I wouldn't do it like that, but fine.
The thing is, I'm like, I like seeing what people do, but I stick in my own lane, innit? I'm happy with what we do. Eventually, if we grow, we grow. Like, we're never going to be the biggest, we're never going to be the best, but I'm happy with the way we are, innit? So,
well, you've achieved your goals, haven't you? Like, to be able to get a place in, I mean, we were speaking on the phone about this, weren't we? To be able to get the place in Spain and that, it just sets the right example for your kids, doesn't it?
Well, they know that you graft, like all those times that we spoke, didn't we? When you miss your kids, like school plays, or you can't be there, you got to work late, you got to do this. Like now, when we fly off and we go to my house or our house, they go in that swimming pool in the back garden, mate, and that is like all worth it, isn't it? Just sitting there watching them messing about is like, that's a goal.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's two things in it. It's one, it shows you that if you graft, you can achieve your goals, no matter how outlandish. And two, it does, as you say, it proves what all of those late nights and long weekends working and all that kind of stuff, it proves what it was for.
And hopefully as well, like, because I've got 4 daughters, and with Kelsey grafting as well, it's going to show them that you have to, what you put in, you get out, don't you? I know it, like, technically you should, but it's going to show them that by working hard, you can achieve your goals, can't you?
Do you think they'll inherit the business? Because how many girls you got?
4 daughters.
It's all girls, isn't it?
Why do you think? Yeah, it's like this, mate. Jesus.
I've only got 2, mine's like this, so.
I'd like to, my goal would be retire to a few days a week or whatever in Spain, a few months, let Kelsey run it, and have any of the other girls come in, work with or under her. I just want them, if they want to do it, they probably wouldn't want to fucking do it. If I was given the opportunity again, I wouldn't want to do it. Do you know what I mean? The stress and that, but hopefully.
So what age is it now? Because like the last time we did this, it was like, it's got to be 2 years ago now, isn't it?
It'll be 14 years the end of this year I've ran it, so it's quite, it's an established company, isn't it? But we've come from nothing.
And how old are all the girls?
So Kelsey's 21 in July. Whew, that was tested. My middle one, because I got twins, the lowest one, is 14, and the twins are 11.
Right.
So one of the twins definitely wants to be a scaffolder. I'm sure of it, mate. She since a baby and that, when I was doing late nights and that, she's always messing about, wanting to come up the yard.
Yeah, there's always one. It's my middle. She's like that.
My middle one, when she was off school, she come into the yard with Kelsey, and it was quite cold and that, and she, I don't want to do this. So I don't think unless she can get in the office for us, I don't know, but we'll see, won't we?
Yeah, I think you get one of them. You know what I mean? Imagine you got one doing the accounts, one doing the, Kelsey out there running it.
God help anyone that worked for us if they're all in charge, though. Jesus,
It'd be a cool thing, though, wouldn't it? Like,
it'd be not. I'd like if they wanted to, innit? Like, there's no pressure.
imagine the UK's first all-female owned scaffolding business. It'd be an interesting one. Because I think again, this is something that we spoke about, like women in construction and women in scaffolding specifically. How like they're not the same, are they? Like, and I think there's this narrative that some people like to peddle, like, oh no, everyone's equal, everyone's exactly the same, and if a guy can do it, a girl can do it. It's like there are differences.
Well, working with Kelsey for the last 3 years, like there's definitely challenges that she has that guys do have, but you can see it, and it's like, it's not being a sexist thing, and she knows it. She's like, I am a girl, and I can't physically, but
like I can't go bench press 150 kgs now. Do you know what I mean? I can't do it. Like, and if I had to push that off my chest, someone would have to help me.
yeah,
I think as blokes, we probably don't do a great job of asking, do we?
no, of course not. Like we were saying in the car, innit? If someone said, oh yeah, can you put that in for me? You'd be like, hey, what? I've got to do that for you, but it's, I don't know.
But if Kelsey says it, like,
Yeah, everyone on work, like she does loads of things, but there are certain things that she's the first to admit, I'm not very good at that, or I can't do that yet.
do you know what I think it boils down to? A lot of the time with lads, because I know I was speaking about a mate of mine, Vicky Welsh. She's going to come back on and do a few different episodes, I think, with a few different female scaffolders, because she's got quite a big network of them. But yeah, she was saying it's money. I think that's the big difference between what gets some blokes pissed off, and then they start giving it that. It's
Because they're on the same money.
well, we should be able to do everything the same, shouldn't we? Because I'm on 180 a day, you're on 180 a day, because we've got the same card, but you can't top out with a 21. It's like, yeah, maybe not, but it doesn't mean you're not doing the same job, doesn't mean you're not working as hard. In fact, her topping out with a 16 might be harder for her, or a 30 might be harder for her than it is for you to top out with that 21. So like, the effort's there. It's just that there are going to be differences, aren't there? I think when money comes into it, though, that's when people start getting the
Yeah,
back
of course they do. Yeah, no. Well, there's always that pay gap, isn't there, in the different like stuff. But
I think we'll probably start wrapping up, because you've got you've got places to go, you've got to
sleep.
You've got a carb load and get yourself ready for the run tomorrow. Hoping to do it inside 4 hours.
Fingers crossed, mate.
It's on camera now, so
Fingers crossed, man. That's
Yeah.
pressure.
Yeah, but I'm sure you will. Mate, you look fighting fit. You look ready to rock. Keep us posted on social media.
Will do.
And normally we'd go for a beer. So,
Well, we will in Lithuania, won't we?
oh yes, yeah. If people haven't got the tickets already, Scaff Jump powered by Leia. It's the 5th and 6th or 6th and 7th of June. It's in June. We'll link that down below as well in the comments. You've not been before, have you?
No,
Fucking amazing event.
can't wait.
Best thing in scaffolding by a million miles. But
Looking
Martyn,
forward to it.
thanks so much again for coming on.
No problem,
Cheers,
mate.
mate.
Thanks.
And that's a wrap. I truly hope you enjoyed this episode. If you do, all I ask is that you like, subscribe, and get notified every time we drop a new episode.